An update on the Dirksen home. We gradually have been putting these columns up to make it into a theater room. There's still a little bit of mess around, but I'm just giving you an update on this. As you can see, we put crown molding up there to make it look more theoretical, or make it more like a theater, I guess. And we put some molding there. We put a screen. We're going to put a screen there for the television. Actually, it's going to be the size of that. So it's going to be a big screen. There we have a fireplace and DVD bookshelves. Again, we put some tongue and groove up there, and we made it, as I mentioned in a video prior, into a theater room. ViewSonic 4K. Now there's another video that I have about a Cronova A6500, which is a very good buy. I would recommend that one instead of this one, because this one is 6 times the price of the other one, and the picture quality is not 6 times better than the other one. Maybe twice as better as the $250 or $200 Cronova, but actually $179, but not 6 times better, in my opinion. So, and then we put a shelf up there, so we're going to put media decorations up there, you know, media reels and I don't know, some decorations about media. And then we haven't finished the crown molding there, but we're getting there. Just to let you know a little bit about how it's going and what's the latest on this. These crown moldings are made out of 1x4s and plywood. Actually, it's oak, I guess. The front cover is oak. And in these spaces here, we're going to put posters of Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or whatever. And that's what we're going to make it into, a theater room. And I had a thing that I wanted to mention, and that is that instead of taping and flowing, we decided to put columns on there because we don't like tape and flow. You might see a little bit of scratches there, and we just don't like tape and flowing, and some people like doing it. I don't like it. My wife doesn't like it. So instead of doing that, we decided to just put columns here. We got an idea from YouTube, and that's what we decided to do. And I think it looks kind of good. This little frame there is the television, and it's going to have posters in there that we got copied and pasted on a USB, and then they're going to appear on that television screen. We're going to hang it up. So it's looking good. We're like 80% done, not completely done. There's still a lot of mess, and we still have some trim to do and some other things that we have to do. Now that trim there is from a 2x4. I just cut about 1/4 of an inch of a 2x4, stained it, and I put it up there so as for it to kind of add to the touch of the feel of the room here. But yeah, it's amazing, those Bluetooth speakers and Bluetooth stuff and Bluetooth this, that, or the other. Now it's a lot easier to connect speakers. This speaker that you see over there is connected to the sound is connected to the speaker and the projector. And even though they're not wired, Bluetooth thing, I put a Bluetooth adapter on the ViewSonic up there, and the sound goes to that Bluetooth speaker over there. And it's just amazing what Bluetooth can do and people can do with electronics nowadays. So anyway, that's the latest. I hope this gives you an idea. I don't know exactly what you might want to ask. You need to sometimes put like 1/4 inch, 1 bys here or there to make things add up and make them level. So you have to think about what you're doing, and it's not an easy task, but once you figure it out, I mean, we can, like for example, on those boards there, you might be able to see a little slant going down a little bit, so the boards were getting a little bit spaced, and we couldn't nail them very well to the 2x4s up there, so we decided to put spacers up there. So I cut something like that, and I put it underneath the boards, and it kind of leveled them out. So you need to figure these things out in order to. And again, there was a guy on YouTube that was complaining about Dirksen cabins, and they're just that. They're cabins. They're not 100% right. They're like 90% right, and it's up to you to make that other 10% correct. And I see a lot of people say, well, they didn't do well. You know what? It's a cabin. And it was you fix the 10% that's might be misaligned and work with it, and for the price, I mean, you just can't beat it. And look at the aftermath that we did. This is about a $9,000 Dirksen, and we paid cash for it, so we don't have to worry about anything. It's paid for. The other one we have behind me is a 16x50. It's paid for. Everything's paid for. So I asked my wife, I said, what do you want? I asked her, do you want a $250,000 house, or do you want a ranch, a $250,000 ranch? And she said, I want a ranch. And so we have built houses, so we built this one, the inside, and finished it off, and both of these houses are paid for. The only thing we have to worry about is the ranch, and we got like 10 years left to pay on it. And so, you have to decide what you're going to do. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have that get up and go attitude about getting up and doing things, I wouldn't even try to do this, because it's a lot of work, it's a lot of effort.